Okay.
Somebody set it off.
Welcome to Everybody Has a Mic podcast. What's this episode? What's season 2, episode 16 or something like that? 17?
I think 16.
16.
We in it. Pause. My name is Mo. Happy to be here with y'all on this frosty January, y'all. This is a frosty January. And yeah, we're just gonna try to make it through this vortex. And you know what they say about hell freezes over? We're in hell. Steve, what we got, Steve?
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Stevie B, Mr. S.B. via Instagram, as well as LXB Galleries. You know what I mean? I believe art is life, or forms of art. And I'm happy to be here with my brothers, as always, man. You know what I mean? The world is going. We a certain amount of numbers, into the year as far as days have gone by, and I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna pass this over to my man, JT Malone.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JT Malone, aka East Coast Legend. I'm very happy to be here tonight. Back here, doing one of the things we love to do every week with my boys, my brothers. If you don't know by now, stealing motherfucking souls every fucking day, people. Let's just get the show going. So, we had a question before we even got started?
Oh yeah. So before that, we talk about movies. We're just talking about movies. We're talking about Marvel 3-hour movies, right? We were talking about the Avengers. No,
Doomsday.
And Steve asked me, "Am I ready for a 3-hour movie, 3-4 hour movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Hey, listen. Look, we don't get to the movies like that the way we need to. This is a accumulation of every cinematic universe that we've ever seen from Marvel in this one movie, explaining everything, multiversal everything. So I think that they need to really break it down, and they're doing it right. And I love the fact that they're doing 3 to 4 hours, because that means they have a lot of footage and film, and there's a lot. I know there's got to be a lot of deleted scenes, but we're getting a lot of scenes in 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. I was asking because I was, worried about dudes out here in these streets having to wear the Depends.
Depends
Equally
is
as
serious.
such as
Your Gatorade bottle, 32 ounce.
Equally as such as JT was just saying a second ago. This ain't 15 years ago where, dudes was just chilling. We are definitely in our early 40s. You know what I mean? So, drinking water. I ain't mad at smoke. But I think
stay hydrated early, fellas, peoples. Stay hydrated early. Get your hydration on early. And then when you get to that theater, that sounded crazy. When you get to that theater, when you get to the theater, you already have handled most of your business. I'm not saying go in there dry mouth, pause, but hydrate early, people.
What?
Blanket in a Gatorade bottle. That's my advice. And if you got to ask me why I need a Gatorade bottle, we don't have the same problems.
All right. So anyway, like you said originally, Mo, going to the movies is a pastime of ours, right? Like, I have some of my dopest memories of all time with all my peoples, my dad bringing me and my brothers. Even my mom going to the movies to see all types of different movies I can recall, man. Like, we went to go see Rambo, RoboCop. Couldn't imagine bringing my little dude to go see RoboCop. Now they aired RoboCop.
That was the wildest. That was the wildest. Yo, that was the wildest to this day. I thought we talked about this in podcast. I don't know if we talked about it ever.
I feel like we talked about RoboCop was crazy.
Yo, that was the wildest. That was the wildest unaliving I've ever seen in my life.
It was crazy.
On film. When he survived, he was crawling, and he still. Yo, and he was still crawling. I'm like,
I've seen it 5 times in a row because we seen it on VHS, so we just kept running back.
Yes, VHS. VHS.
Yeah.
Yo, it was crazy on VHS, Steve. It was wild. I've never seen nothing like that.
He was holding that 45 cal for real. Like, he was ready to kill those cats. But just that being said, just going to the movies and being able to be in our 20s when that first Marvel movie came out, and now all these years later, it's literally all going to tie. Not even our 20s. Think about the X-Men, right? So the X-Men are early. We're like 18. High school. Yeah, high school. 18 years old. So to watch from that all the way up until now, I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to write these characters in. I want to know. I'm very intrigued.
Well, Steve, they did the Tobey Maguire. Think about it. We saw Spider-Man. Remember? We saw these Spider-Mans. We saw these Spider-Mans in the theaters. We saw these X-Men in the theaters. Everybody's going to, this is all the universes in one film. So they got to do 3 to 4 hours. These X-Men universes, they're doing it comic book accurate too. They have the licensing for all these people.
They're doing it justice.
They're doing it accurate from comic books.
Best X-Men movie I see in the theater, and it shocked me to this day. Days of Future Past. That might be the top one for the X-Men movies.
You know what? It aged well. It aged well, though.
It might be the best one.
I think it was the last one that came out too. Like one of the last ones came
out. They had First Class.
Yeah, but Days of Future Past was
after it.
Was it? No, First Class was after that. Because First Class went back to the 60s.
Oh, you're right. I think you're right about that.
Well, Days of Future Past.
Was young.
So funny you bring up Days of Future Past because I think that has to do with the film as well.
That's what I'm assuming, because that had to do with time travel.
They messed up. There's a couple of people and instances that messed up time. That one was one of them.
Yep.
Loki's ass. Loki's
whole shit was about him fucking the timeline up.
Yep. Captain America and
Captain America.
And what's his name? My God, Tony Stark messed up timeline. You know what I mean? There's like a couple of movies before this that have met Deadpool. He been effing up timelines for fun, but they don't even care about that dude.
They got to bring back Jonathan Majors. Who was his character? He who knows all.
He who remains.
He remains. He fucked up timelines left and right. He was running the whole.
But he was running the whole thing so it wouldn't get effed up.
But the point is, like, they gotta bring his ass back.
They ain't gonna do it. He deserves it.
No, I think he already was brought back, and they didn't say not saying nothing. There's ways to do it.
He gonna kill Doom. Gonna have to kill him.
Or not.
I think it's gonna be early though. He ain't gonna survive long. I think
it's gonna be 10 minutes. I agree.
I don't know if he dies, y'all.
They should bring him back. All he did was get chased down the street by a white chick.
Right? Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, King the Conqueror.
Think about it, y'all. There's 2 movies.
What do you mean?
This is Doomsday, and then the next movie is this part 2. This ain't the 3 to 4 hours. Are you crazy?
What?
I thought it was a trilogy.
I thought it was one movie.
No, it's gonna be at least 2.
They gonna have us watching 3 hours off of one movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
4 hours.
4 hours off of one movie.
Yes.
Wow. Now
it's got to explain it.
I'm waiting for when. I'm gonna go see it in the theater to 4 hours. But what's gonna be crazy is when they do those watch it all and catch up in the theater, and they're gonna basically have to give you a whole day up to watch Doomsday Part 1 and Doomsday 2. Because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna have that's the only way to market that shit. You got Doomsday 1 start at 8:00, and it's just gonna roll right into Doomsday 2 when it premieres at midnight. That's the only way to do it. So I'm gonna take 8 hours of my day and do that when that come out. Like
it's their Star Wars. It's their Star Wars, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And think about it. It's a comic book accurate. It's almost like they're resetting the universe from everything we've ever seen.
Which is going to be dope. I hope they're able to pick up the mantle with other actors and actresses because
that's what they're trying to do and put everybody in the right universe together and then start X-Men's. And then we start our X-Men stuff again, like we did originally.
Accurate Wolverine.
About time.
Supposedly he's staying.
About time. It's ridiculous, man. Don't even get me started
He
on
should
that,
be
man.
5'3", man. That's all.
Come
I
on,
want to
dog.
see.
You know,
No,
it's a part of his
supposedly-
character. You know,
Supposedly
it sucks.
Hugh Jackman's staying through the whole thing.
I hope
Hugh
not.
Jackson pushing 70, nigga. It's time for a change.
Yeah, I know offense, Hugh Jackman, but
I know,
you,
no
you did your
offense.
thing,
It's just
but walk away
time.
from the role, bro.
Yeah.
Hugh, they
you know
hating.
what?
Hugh, they hating. Get
I'm
that
not
Marvel
hating.
money.
I'm just saying, like, if we can get 20 more years out of a young cat too. Like, I'm just all I'm
Exactly.
saying. And they
No,
killed
Nobody
him off
wants
in
to
Logan.
nobody wants to see no Hobbit.
Come on, dog.
That was a different universe.
Horrible.
A different
That was
universe,
horrible.
Justin.
I hated that they did that to that character. I'm not gonna lie.
That Logan was a different universe.
That was a different universe, yeah.
You know what they say is that they want it's not as appealing on the camera. You know, I did my research. They were saying that it's not appealing on the camera. Seeing
I told you that.
No, that's
Yo,
why
I
nobody
told
knows
you that.
Tom Cruise is 5'2" in real life.
Let him be who he is, man.
I'm just
like
saying.
Character.
No, y'all want this dude to like dwarf looking up at people on screen looking
That's
great.
what he does in the comic books. What are you talking about?
Wow, this ain't the comics. This is about the women.
Well, you just
and
talked
bringing the
about
women
more
in.
comic.
Hugh
You just talked about
Jackman
more comic
brought
accurate. What are you
Hugh
talking
Jackman
about?
brought the Hugh Jackman brought
Let's
the
talk about
women
something else,
into.
man.
Didn't I say that? You remember you remember when? No, we were in the theater. Nah, we ain't doing this. We went in the theater. We went to the theater, and I was saying the same exact thing, right? And I think it was Days of Future Past. I'm pretty sure it was Days of Future Past. And this dude went back in time, and he was naked, ripped up.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Paul's booty out. We didn't realize how many women were in the theater until that moment, screaming. I said, "Told you."
That was Universal. I saw that. I don't remember where I saw it. Might have been Rhode Island. Could have been New York, but I remember the lady screamed about it.
Screaming.
Yeah. Woo! It was like really
screaming. Oh,
really?
They're desperate.
Yeah, they are desperate.
All right. So anyway, I was going to compare what we're about to be seeing to another movie really quick before we pivot. That originally was supposed to come out as a full feature movie, Kill Bill, which they just recently, maybe 3-4 months ago, they came out with the rendition. Maybe 2 months ago, they came out with the rendition of they brought it back to the theaters and played it, all the way straight through, so you can see the entirety of the movie. Extra scenes were added. So it's Kill Bill is one of my older brother's favorite movies ever, and I've always respected it for what it was. But I feel like I would only truly love it the way he would if I seen it in its entirety. Because I felt like that second act of that movie wasn't as good as the first act of that movie. But I think it's pretty cool and very artist-like the way it's written. So that's why I'm really intrigued, somebody that loves comic books, to see, what they do with all of these characters. There's going to be a bunch of people that we've never really seen before, especially Doom being introduced. So I think it's gonna be pretty dope. But
well, think about it like this too, Steve. They did this with Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Yeah.
And they had a 5-year window. Like when we came back to the theater, it was 5 years later.
Yes.
So I don't know if they're gonna do that with this next Doomsday. And then we have the movies. Well, think about it. They're having movies in between it. So are they going to be, I don't want to say anything, but are they going to be in the, if you knew comics, are they going to be in this world that's created?
World ran by Doom.
Where
now you
be
gotta hide.
I mean,
the
Old Man Logan comic book, which is one of Wolverine's best comics, they showed the map, and on the map, the complete upper half of North America belonged to Doom, and then the rest of the countries were separated through different territories, and each person owned it. But Doom owned the whole top of the map, and then later on they end up doing something I think was something that Doom was like God Doom. So Doom is a bad motherfucker. Let's be honest. I don't lie. Originally, I did not think Doom was that dope, but as I got older and learned how really ill Doom is, he's a dope dude. He might be one of the illest villains
He's
ever.
he's the Ric Flair of villains.
of villains. I'm
Yeah,
like,
there
Yeah,
we
he's the
go.
Ric Flair villain.
You could not have said it better.
Yeah, he's the Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
I thought he was
of-
lame when I was a kid, and it
Me
turned out he's
too.
the truth.
He's a
Like-
He's the
bad
real-
man.
Yeah,
Yo,
Anybody that has the science down and the magic, the science and the
And the
magic
magic.
down,
yeah.
and then went to hell to go get his mama's soul and worked out what's his name, the devil, what do they call him?
Mephisto?
Mephisto
Yeah,
worked
Mephisto,
them
yep.
out. Come on, dog. Anybody? I don't think people understand how serious that is.
Yeah.
Like this man, like like he takes his time with stuff. Like he don't shortcut nothing. This dude don't need no money, no nothing. He got his brain. He really is like Tony Stark, but dark. Arrogant, all that.
Yeah,
Think about it though.
yeah.
And he got his own place. Was it I want to say Liberia.
Liberia.
Yeah, out of Liberia, yeah. But he's always over there trying to take Black Panthers
Vibranium.
Or it's
Vibranium.
Getting work.
man.
yeah,
Getting
he's
work.
always
That's somebody they don't do him. I mean, you know what? That movie that came out was real ill.
supposed to be a recast.
Well, they have
Finally.
no choice. He's the I'm gonna say it outside
Yes.
of maybe Spawn, but he's the dopest black character in all of U.S. fiction.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dopest
Well, he
black
was supposed
character
to-
in all of U.S. fiction.
Well, he was supposed to take over like the Marvel Cinematic.
the franchise. Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed
Mhm.
to take it over. It was supposed to be him.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
but,
you
the
have
passing
motherfuckers
away
wearing
kind of changed it.
dashikis
Yeah,
to
he
go
was
see a
taking over.
movie. Marvel knew where the money was.
But he was a billionaire too, y'all. Like so,
Yeah, he
once
owned his
Tony
own
Stark,
country.
so as
Yo.
Tony Stark did the snap, he was supposed to fund the Avengers and do all that different stuff.
He's not just a billionaire, dog. In fiction, he's up there with like characters amongst like Scrooge McDuck. Like
Yeah.
he's one of the richest characters in all of fiction. He's not.
And
He's
he's
a
just
regular
as
dude.
smart
He's a
as
trillionaire.
Stark.
He's a trillionaire, and he's
Yeah,
smart.
just
Yes,
as
he's
smart
just
as
as smart.
Stark, just as
Yeah.
smart as
Yeah.
Doom, all of
Just
that.
as smart as Reed Richards, but
Yeah.
he
He's
can
just as
fight.
smart as Reed.
He can
He
fight
smashed
like
Reed
Wolverine.
Richards'
but-
wife. It's in the comics, bro.
Yo, cut that up. We need to throw that up there.
He's-
It'd be
Nah,
perfect.
that ain't true.
He did smash Sue Storms.
I don't know,
man,
you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know that one. But
smashed
You know,
her.
like,
Look it
man.
up.
No, I thought that was Namor. I don't know.
She's giving it up to everybody then. Mr. Fantastic. Guess he can't go girth. Just make it long.
Oh no! Oh
wow.
I'm just saying why she got with all these other cats. I'm just saying.
no! No, because Reed was never paying attention to it. You know how ladies
That's
do.
what it
You know the
was.
ladies
I
do.
know,
You know how
but
the
I
ladies
mean,
do. They want their
Not for
attention.
nothing. If
They
I
want their
could,
attention.
if I could stretch, I could be in one room working, and I could be in one room working. That's all I'm saying. Like,
There was a joint
He
where
does not use his
Reed
powers for
destroyed that
good.
joint. There was a panel where Reed destroyed that joint. She was laying there. He was going to work. She was like, I forgot how amazing. I forgot. She said something about like, now I remember why they call you fantastic. Something crazy. It was like he destroyed. He's giving it a business. It's not that he's not doing that. He's just not paying attention to it.
No,
Yeah.
he's not giving her the business enough, though, Steve.
enough.
It's
Apparently.
That's
not
the
about
case.
the business, brother. It's about paying attention to her. If he was there chilling with her, doing everything that she would have wanted him to do, everything be all good.
I'm gonna
But-
Oh,
find
so
that
she
clip.
wants him. So she wants him to be a broke dude.
Yeah, that's what they
She
want.
want-
We
you
all know
can't
that.
have
She
it
want a
all.
homosexual.
You can't have it all. Build a dude. What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want? Yo, let me ask y'all a question since we're on this. Not on this. Not on that. But pause. So did Lois Lane fall in love with Superman or Clark Kent?
Superman.
Clark Kent was always a lame to her. I mean, the man sat a desk or two away from her, and she overlooked him
Clark Kent.
every day.
I mean,
It was
So-
Superman.
So she settled. So she settled for Clark Kent, or she got with Clark Kent because she realized he was Superman.
She remember she realized he was Superman before she gave Clark Kent play, from what I remember, and maybe I'm mistaken.
So
I don't
nice
remember
guys,
Clark Kent
so
getting
nice,
the business before Superman got it. Superman smashed way before Clark Kent, if I'm not mistaken.
I think she eventually knew before Soup got a chance to smash. She found out he was Clark, right? So it was more of a scenario where, you know, she just was in love with what Superman was able to do, right? So
yeah,
that's what it is. He was Superman.
She gotta be the strongest woman on earth.
If Clark Kent wasn't Superman, she wouldn't pay no attention. Remember that episode of Justice League Unlimited where Batman showed up and stole his girl?
Yep.
It was wild. It was easy.
Wild. He took when they were in the Superman Lois thing, so he took Lois from Clark Kent when he showed up. And you know what I mean, all the other shit. But yeah, he showed up.
I mean, it ain't really no comparison. You got a billionaire that run a whole city versus the motherfucker who worked at the paper. He don't even own the damn paper. I'm pretty sure Clark Kent owned a paper.
But you know what the
not Clark Kent. I'm sorry, Bruce Wayne. I'm pretty sure he owned a paper.
I think Bruce Wayne did. But you
yeah,
know what I
so
think
that's what I'm
Bruce
saying.
Wayne, though? I think Bruce Wayne, regardless of money or nothing, his energy is different. His energy was just different, man.
Yeah.
Like when he stepped in the room, his energy is different.
It's like it's an aura.
Even as Batman, his energy is just different.
Yeah.
I just think that's what it is. But my question is to wrap that part up. Does So Nice Guys do finish last?
Hell yeah.
Always.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Always.
So Nice Guys.
That was of course.
I mean, because I mean, I just wanted to wrap that Superman and Clark Kent thing. So good guys, and Jesus Christ get the leftovers.
I mean, who was Jesus Christ hanging out with? That's all I gotta say. He wasn't hanging out with nobody who was godly. She wasn't a virgin who he was chilling with. He was getting everybody else's leftovers. Let's just be fucking honest. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. She was a whore. I mean, they say that's what made Jesus great because he didn't judge people. But my point is, like, you know, you're number one. Yeah, you got the leftovers. So I mean, he didn't get not Pharaoh, but he didn't get the emperor's daughter.
So God and good men get the good men get the leftovers. Final form of Mary Magdalene is in church.
Church woman. Yeah. We know that. That's been the truth for years. Yeah, man. A church woman is usually a reformed thought.
Final form, Steve. Final form. You know, when
most of the time,
the big bad.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, they can only be born again when they do give themselves to God. Correct? Born again, you know, virgin and all sorts like that. Like a lot of them,
born again Christians,
Christians and virgins.
I mean,
they act like they.
Just think back to when we was young. Church girls was giving it up, boy. Church girls was giving it up.
They were definitely the wildest ones.
Yes.
Right in plain sight.
You won't see her on Sunday all day because she at church during the summer. Saturday night, though.
And stumbling in the church Sunday. But now it's a little crazy. Have y'all seen the videos of churches now with them twerking? With these younger churches stuff twerking? It's out of control, y'all.
They gotta bring men back to the church somehow. Because men ain't going to church no more.
But you know what though? You know what the certain men know that are really good men in those churches, minding their business, like really trying to study the Lord and scripture and all that.
They get most ass.
No, I think these dusties, these women be thirsting after these dudes, and I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, how you gonna leave this dude alone, man?
Yeah,
that's a good dude.
He came here to pray.
Yeah, and here you go praying on dudes. And they be the ones sleeping with the pastors, all in got 8 women over there fighting each other, looking at the
That's the way you gotta live, man. Tax exempt, all the pussy you want. Just saying. My wife won't let me become a
what's that
pastor.
dude's
She
name?
said I'm gonna do it for the wrong reasons.
What's that dude's name? Broski or whatever his name is?
Drewski. That's just
Drewski.
they mad at him about that.
They are
Oh
mad
yeah, supposedly
as
he's
a
getting
motherfucker at this
sued.
dude.
Supposedly he's getting sued or something about
That's
it.
He
Like
put him
ridiculous.
on blast?
they tried to, because it shined the light of truth.
It's all the truth
The
though.
The
fuck?
truth
It's the
hurts.
All that
truth.
stuff
Yeah.
happened.
They're gonna get embarrassed in court too. That's gonna
Yeah,
be
they are.
embarrassing.
You the
You
ones
do not
fucking
want to. You do not want to go to court
taking
for
the
that.
money.
That's embarrassing. Oh yeah, they're taking the money. Yeah, they're taking the money.
Good for him.
And they got gold mics. It's
Yeah,
bugging.
man. Yo, I'll
two
never
Lear
forget,
jets
man.
and shit.
One of my
Lear
boys,
Jets.
man.
Woo! Ric
One of my
Flair.
boys lives out in Atlanta, right? So when he went out that way, he he became, a church going dude. And he say focus, church really sharpened him up, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Sharpened him up. But we would have conversations about some of the sermons and some of the people. And he introduced me to this one dude. Not saying that he followed him, but he was like, this is the type of crazy stuff that be happening out here. Creflo Dollar. This
Creflo
dude's
Dollar, yes.
name, he has the word
He was
dollar.
running with Mace.
I know.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. He was running with Mace.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I mean, we know what Mace was about. I'm not hating on Mace at all. I'm glad he went and found the Lord and he came back and he do his thing now with the sports podcast and everything. Good for him.
Yeah.
But Mace was talking about back when Mace was popping, to go from what he was talking about, how he was living, to the church, and you get embraced by a dude named Creflo Dollar, and you was making just as much money, if not more, being Pastor Mace than you when you was Murder Mace. Something ain't right with the church. And I ain't hating on Mace. It's just, how was he just as paid as a pastor as when he was doing world tours and had #1 records and was killing every track he was getting put on? He was making more money doing that as a pastor. He was making more money than he was.
Well, that was a Diddy. That was a Diddy. That was a bad boy.
I understand, but you know what I mean. It shouldn't be that way, personally. But
well, isn't it a form of entertainment?
I guess so. I always thought that people who preach for the Lord was supposed to be poor.
Not poor, Justin.
You have what you need.
No, I think the money is fine. I just think that they push themselves in front of God and the Lord of what you're trying to do. So I don't. I think that's
what
the problem.
Saying.
I think they're not supposed to be over the message.
Yes, the vanity has outshined the message.
Yeah,
is where I mean, and that's what I mean by poor.
Message.
Like your church could be giving you $4 million a year. You don't got to put it in these people's face. Show up in a black shirt, or white shirt, black tie, black suit. Yeah, your suit could be $2,000. The people, your parishioners, don't need to know it's $2,000.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's a problem that we have as a community. Has a big problem, and I truly believe that's a big issue. That right there, that flash, you can't, not in no church, y'all.
I shouldn't say 2,000. I say 10,000 for the suit, because you go to these places, Joseph A. Banks and stuff like that. The suits be $700-800. So it ain't too far from much. You don't have to do too much to get a $2,000 suit.
I mean,
out here in these streets.
Press to your body and come on, man. 10,000.
You get it tailored right. Yeah, it's 2,000 easy, but
or
10,000 is kind of crazy.
6,000 to 10,000 on a suit.
People that do it, but yeah,
in the shoes,
and
too.
The shoes be like $5.
Yeah,
like these guys be bugging. I'm sorry, but I mean, if you got somebody having to take a Uber or get a ride from somebody else in the community to go to your mega church, and you wearing a $10,000-12,000 suit, motherfucker, you could have bought them people a $4,000 car and paid the maintenance for 3 years, and you be doing the Lord's work.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. It's what you do with the money, right?
Exactly.
It's what you do with the money.
That's all I'm saying.
So you can't sit there and then bless somebody with your blessings, and that's the problem I have with mega churches, and not all mega churches, but I have a big problem with mega churches and people that are weaponizing the Lord to benefit their pockets. I really have a problem with it because I just think that it gives the churches that are doing right a bad name in
It
general.
does. I
Because
agree.
I don't think that I don't think it's all churches, but mega
It's not.
churches. And I got a question for y'all about this too. Why are people attracted to those type of churches?
People
Stuff
want
get
to
money
feel
in
like,
there.
yeah, it's
Money in there. They're
fun.
gonna go where the money at.
It's money. Some of these churches, I mean, and this is from what I remember from being a kid with hearing about the mega churches. Um, they had movie theaters in the church, swimming pools, basketball courts. Some of these
What?
churches, yeah, man, daycares for the kids. Um, date nights type of deal where you could go there and they have like the singles nights. There's always an
That's,
activity going on in a mega
that shit
church.
sound like a country club.
It's basically
Fuck.
what it is.
That's what it basically is, though,
Yeah,
Steve. This is
smoothie
what he's
shop,
describing to me.
Yeah,
coffee. Some
basically.
of them have Starbucks in them. Like that's a real deal. Like
All these churches is whack, bro. Working in the banking industry, dog, and
Damn,
seeing
dog.
people show up on a Sunday, and they got every other. I worked every other Sunday. They show up on a Sunday and they give you anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000 deposits on a Sunday. That's crazy.
crazy. That is wild.
They
That's
are
wild.
businesses.
Yes,
Everyone you
tax
walk
exempt.
into is a business. It's a business. They are making money. They are putting money into a bank account that has their name attached to it.
I think we might have to switch this whole all up.
Hey,
And it might just be called everybody's got a church. And we might have to start talking that talk and get that money. That's
they're
all I'm
business. Yo,
saying.
they're
Being
businesses,
dead
bro.
serious, we
Yeah.
could.
Yo,
We could. Won't he do it? Yes, he will.
they're businesses, man. I went to my nephew's, a couple of my nephew's baptisms and stuff like that. Yeah, that collection plate spun around 4 times, man.
It go around 2, 3.
4 times.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
there's one
Yeah.
time. It depends on what church you go to. They'll go right through the center, and everybody got to show their suits and start pointing at each other like they on the stage, walking through the middle. Talk. I'm like, what am I
It's
watching?
a
I
glamour
can't.
show,
I
man.
can't.
I'm
It's
okay
too
with
much for
that.
me.
Believe in what you want to believe in. Self-educate. You don't need somebody to tell you.
Yo,
That
it's
Yeah,
person,
self-education is
yeah,
right. A lot of
that
people, and that's the problem
Mhm.
too, Steve, that people don't do the work
People want-
outside of that Sunday or that church or that time that they're there. They don't do that work. They don't live that life.
Yo,
They don't live that life.
me and my wife, we were going to church right before our oldest daughter was born. And I'm not a church dude. I'm not even gonna sit here in front of y'all people. I'm just not. I have my beliefs. I'm not gonna get into those, but I'm not really a church dude. They really gave us a sermon one day, and they were talking about how not to judge people and yada yada yada. Me and my wife went a couple of blocks away. We driving, and we see these people. Why we start roasting the people? And we just left the church. So a lot of people don't be paying attention to the message, because even after as soon as we did it, I was like, yo, he just was talking about don't be judging people. I was like, we over here, we just roasted that couple for no reason. They wasn't at the church. This was a few blocks away from the church. We saw people walking, and we just went in on these people. And we was in our car at a red light, and they was walking by, and we just was going in on them. Like, it was looking a mess.
I'm really, I'm not really a church person either. I didn't really grow up in the church, you know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff. And this is going to segue into something that I want to ask y'all. So, my mom grew up a Jehovah's Witness. Some of my family were witnesses and stuff like that. So, um, I completely have an understanding and a respect for that religion. But throughout that being the case, my mom slid away from it. So my brothers and I never necessarily grew up in churches. So I always I had a interesting disdain for the message that a lot of those people had to put out into the atmosphere. And you hear so much about the negativity behind some of the things that churches do, priests that do certain things, etc., etc. So I moved away from that. But there's a couple that's Jehovah's Witnesses that were like really big on Instagram, I guess, and TikTok and stuff.
I think I know what you're talking
And they're
about.
Jehovah's Witnesses as well. You know what? I'm horrible for bringing it up and not knowing dude's name, but something Scott, Devon Scott or something like that. I don't know. But him and his lady. His lady would do all. You had to have seen him, Justin. Lady would dress up and stuff and like scare him, And he was like, why are you always doing that? Yeah. She would like dress up in all types of weird. Anyway, that being said, they separated, and as far as like Jehovah's Witnesses goes, supposedly, you can't. If the only way you can get divorced is if you cheat, you cheated, right? And there's this whole big thing, and everybody's all upset at him for stuff. And when you look at his following, he's a cook as well, so he does a lot of cooking. So it's all him focusing on himself and cooking and all this other stuff. But on their page together, it was a bunch of pranks, and so he basically feels at peace now that he's no longer dealing with what he was dealing with every single day. And you know what
terrorized.
and that comes back to the church, and the church telling you that you're wrong for doing whatever it is that you want to do. And I just never was really into church, and I see how it molds people. I'm not for how it makes you feel, right? Like if it makes you feel great, I'm happy for you.
Yes.
You feel like you got to be up in there and you singing and you hitting the choir and you getting busy. You doing I'm happy for you, man. Praise Jesus for that reason. But I see how fake it is, man. I see more negative stuff from churches than I see positive stuff.
Yeah, that's always been my take. I didn't have, as a kid, my mother didn't force me to go to church, but my grandmother and grandfather were heavy in it. And I used to get forced to go to a vacation Bible study for a week in the summer. Boy, were those some experiences. I used to have too many questions, and they used to pull my grandmother out of her vacation Bible study class to say, you need to come talk to your grandson. He's asking too many questions. And I was like, what do you mean I'm asking too many questions? And she'd come up, she'd be like, what are you asking? And I'll just ask questions like I didn't understand. Like, one of my main questions I always had as a young person, because I was always good at school. So I get an A on the test because I study and I remember what the teacher was saying. I don't get credit for my own work. I got to give the credit to God. And these are the questions I'm asking in vacation Bible school. And they're like, well, God was the one who gave you that intelligence. And again, I am a scientist. And I used to say, well, I thought you got your intelligence from DNA. And these people would stop and look at each other. And it's like, and I feel, in hindsight, it's not that I feel bad. I was a kid, but it's like the people who were teaching the class, they weren't no theologists or nothing like that. One of the dudes was, I can't remember if he was a cop or a retired cop. And another lady was a school teacher. So it's like, they didn't have answers for me. And what I got told was, you need to have more faith. And I was like, what does that even mean? You're supposed to just believe something that you can't see. I was like, that makes no sense to me, people. And I was considered the bad kid because I had questions. But if you had got me, and I was probably like 10, 12 years old, but if you had got me at 4 years old, I wouldn't have had those same questions because you can mold my mind. But because you missed me when I was so young, you didn't get that. You didn't get to mold my mind into just blindly believing everything you had to say. And I stopped going. And my grandmother was highly disappointed in me. It's like, I can't believe you're not going. And she would tell me the other kids would ask, where's your grandson? We miss him in the class and yada, yada, yada. They only missed me in the class because I was shutting the class down for so long and they didn't know what to do with me.
Oh, shit.
That shit was wild to me. And that was probably my biggest thing with church. Like, you're going to tell a young person who's inquisitive that they need to stop asking questions and just believe? What?
That's how it is, bro.
I don't like that. You're going to shut down a great mind because that's what they did to you. You can teach people stuff without telling them to just follow something blindly, but it is what it is. I got a topic for y'all.
Yeah.
We got a topic. This might be the last one of the night. We've been heavy in the hip hop at this point.
I'm so happy
in
about
2026. I got a question for y'all. Well, my question is completely different this week. I ain't gonna. Last week we talked about things we weren't fans of. So, I made a comment about a group I didn't like 2 weeks before that. Who is your all-time favorite Mount Rushmore top 4 rap groups of all time?
Oh,
2+ people. That's a rap group.
Okay. All right. That's my question. That was my
Yes,
question.
2+. So you
Okay,
could
that's
have
actually better.
technically have Pete Rock and CL Smooth, even though one was a rapper, one was the DJ. But
Okay.
they both rapped at some point or another.
Is it just top 4?
Top 4 Mount Rushmore of groups all time.
Outkast, Rakim, and
Eric B and Rakim.
Eric B and Rakim. Okay, Outkast, Eric B and Rakim. Dag.
Come on, Money.
Dag.
This is he an
I don't wanna
R&B
say it.
cat.
I don't
Go
want to
ahead.
say it. No,
Say it. You
no.
gonna say Bone Thug?
No, I'm not going to say Bone Thugs. I was actually, I was saying Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Wu-Tang. I was like, is that too many? But it's actually a rap group.
Two
Yeah.
or more. That's a group.
Yeah.
bunch of them, man.
Yeah. It's the
You need
last
one more.
one. The last one. No. The last group. Nah, y'all go, man. I don't know this last. I don't.
Come on, one more. Just throw a group out. Cass, Wu-Tang, Eric B, Rakim. One more group. It's a million groups.
Dag. What's his name? No. Steve's gonna say it.
Yeah.
What's his name? Eric Sermon.
EPMD.
EPMD.
All right.
I'm not gonna say EPMD, but I respect him though.
EPMD.
That's that.
EPMD is
EPMD.
respectful.
EPMD.
There's so many honorable mentions, man. So many honorable.
So many. Yes.
So many. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to dive deep into how many there are, but there's a lot. Just saying that. So
All right.
personally,
Who's your top 4, Steve?
I'm gonna go with Tribe Called Quest. I'm gonna do Wu-Tang. I feel like they're 2 of the most iconic hip hop groups of all time. I'm gonna call out Outkast for their versatility and their longevity. And for that last group, it's such a toss up, man. But damn, I gotta give it to them now. For just their camaraderie and their brotherhood, Locks.
I knew you was gonna say the Locks.
They're Locks. They're
Much
brother.
respect.
I love how they move, man. Even their podcast is funny. Like I fuck with them, man. Like the one they do with the
2 Jews and 3 black.
yeah, 3 black dudes. It's hilarious.
That show's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. And then
What she's mad about is hilarious.
I always like Jada, not so much, Joe's takes on their podcast, but I love to hear how Jada be listening to Joe talk crazy. And he'd be like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Look at him.
Yes.
And you don't say nothing. You be like,
Yes, he does.
Sometimes he says them, but sometimes
He
he's
does.
like, why you even say that shit?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He does catch him. Yo, he catches him. He be looking like, yo, Joe,
What's wrong? Why you acting
cut it
like
out.
that? But anyway, that being said, so those are my groups. What about you, Joe?
I got number 1 for me, Run DMC.
Okay.
They, you could say, some people will argue and say Sugar Hill Gang. Now, to me, Run DMC, Grandmaster Fast Furious 5, that was before my time. Run DMC was what I remember. Them cats was going in. They was everywhere. I always talk about them. I always give they props. Every time I get a chance. Shit, me and Steve, we went to see a Nas show like 15 years ago on New Year's Eve. I came in the Run DMC shirt. Everybody was like, you at a Nas show. What you got a Run DMC shirt on for? Us like Queen's Finest represents Queen's Finest. It's like, what y'all don't know about hip hop? People like, oh, I feel you. It's like, you don't got no Run DMC. You got no Nas. It's like, come on now. I was like, everybody want to be Run DMC. And if you say you didn't,
that's
you a
true.
lie. I don't care.
Yeah,
Or you
you're a
didn't
damn
see what they
lie.
was doing.
You had to pound the drink.
Yes,
Then
yes.
you
I
had
had
the
the flask.
flask.
At the
You had
flask.
to drink that whole
Drink the
shit.
whole
Yeah,
flask.
that was
But his
crazy.
nigga was like, throw it away or drink it. I was like, full of Henny.
Oh,
I
that
was
whole
drunk as
joint.
hell. I didn't talk for an hour straight. I was so drunk. At the
But
sober
that was
in the
fire,
concert.
yo.
That was
We
a great
walked
show.
right through the middle of Times Square. They had all those people sitting out there. We like
That was good.
clowns. We're going to
So,
see a Nas concert. That was
yep.
fire.
Run DMC, Wu-Tang Clan, obviously. I mean, there ain't too many groups that got there ain't too many cliques that got 9 motherfuckers who could spit. And that's the goddamn truth.
Big facts.
Who else I got? So I said Run DMC, Wu-Tang
You said Run
Clan.
DMC, Wu-Tang.
I'm gonna put Outkast in there because I don't want to lie on myself and say I wasn't a big Outkast fan back in the day, back Southern Playalistic Cadillac Funky Music or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I'm saying.
Like
That's what I'm
I was
saying.
always a fan. I mean, I drive Cadillacs now, not because of Cast, but they make music to ride Cadillacs in. So if you got a Cadillac and you ain't listening to Cast, fuck on. You don't know what you're doing out here in these streets. That's coast to coast. All right. Globally, you gotta listen to Cast. You got a Cadillac. I don't care. Old school, new school. You gotta play that Cast. Their music is meant for those speakers and a nice slow ride. So you got Cast. So I got one more group. And here's where I'm fucked up in the game. Because I want to go. I'm just gonna have to do it. Mobb Deep.
I was gonna.
I want to say the Locks.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I want to say the Locks. I do want to say the Locks, but it's Mobb Deep because at the end of the day, that run Mobb Deep had was legendary. They had their own lane. You know, they had their own language, the Dun language. I mean, everybody loved Mobb Deep at one point or another. The only time I slowed down on a little Mobb Deep is when they start trying to put Mobb Deep into the box of hip hop type of shit, and they had a song 112 and shit like that.
I do remember that. I do.
Yeah. I mean, that was a fire CD. It was still a fire CD. The Burning, the Yearning, or whatever that album was, had the song Burn on there. It was right off of Jay-Z dissing them on the Summer Jam Scream, and everybody was waiting to see how they was gonna come back, and it was just like, Jay-Z, go at you. It's usually a rap. And Mobb Deep came back like it was nothing, and people loved it, and they just did so much. A bunch of my youth was Mobb Deep songs, G.O.D., Father Part 3, QBC. Come on now, like I mean. My best friend, God rest the dead, his nickname was Littles. Littles was down with Mobb Deep, the infamous Mob, or whatever, and that was his moniker. That's how much we was into the Mob. Like it was not a game. And again, I love the Locks. I've seen the Locks a few times in concert. Every time the Locks have some type of merch drop, I buy something from them because I'm a fan. But I gotta give the love to Mobb Deep for my fourth. And if I had to do 5, it would be the Locks. Would be there. 4 or 5 could go either way for me. So it's like Magic. Who would you rather have, Magic or Bird? Type of situation. Like somebody. It's something in one game that you love. It's something in another game you love. But if you wouldn't be mad if you got one over the other at the end of the day. So
I feel like an underrated track, which was one of their commercial tracks, the Locks, is If You Really Dig. If you really dig me,
it was actually a really good song.
Come on, shorty, that shit was hard. I love the Locks. I love the Locks. I love the Locks. And I have a lot of respect for Mob too. I remember one of my mans, he was a big Prodigy fan, and we would have lots of conversations about Prodigy and his thought process and how deep Prodigy was, and it was pretty cool. So I have respect for that as well. But on the same hip hop note, before we close out, J. Cole coming out with another album, final album, the 6th of February. I know you're not a huge J. Cole fan, Justin.
I'm not
But,
gonna hate on J. Cole.
yeah,
I'm just
I
gonna say
understand. I'm just
slew foot penguin ass nigga. I said it on Sway in the Morning. I'm doubling down on here. Just saying.
So I love J. Cole, man. I think J. Cole is our era's one of our era's best rappers, hands down. Creativity, wordplay, his flow, and I genuinely hope that if he's promoting this being his last album, he genuinely does not come out with more music. I think that would be pretty cool. Wouldn't be mad if he did a feature here and there, but as far as him like doing like another complete album, I think it would be a great way to sign off. And like I said, he's around our age. I think he's hands down the pinnacle of hip hop from our age, no doubt, no question. So
people love some Cole, man. People love Cole.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. What you gonna listen to it or not? Give it a whirl.
I'll listen to it. I haven't really listened to a whole J. Cole album since the Born Center album. Everybody was like, "You gotta listen to Forest Hill Drive." Like, I know his albums, I know his body of work, I know what everybody gas up about him. See, and this is the thing. It's like I'm not trying to hate. These are just my opinions. I just feel he's an average nigga from the '90s who's only popping now. I've said this to you 15 years, Steve. Come on now, don't make that face.
He's our age though. Like,
Jay-Z, no, I know what he's saying.
I'm saying if this was 97, 96,
we wouldn't even be talking about sauce. Yeah, we wouldn't even be worried about that dude. We wouldn't be worried about that dude. That is the case. He hung around. He hung around long enough.
From the beginning all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Like he rapped from the beginning of. And it's his creativity, his flow.
Yawn.
Come on, man.
I'm yawning.
He's wilding, man. You know what?
No, I'm not wilding. I'm not wilding. No. I didn't even say anything.
I'm just saying. I'm not.
Bro. You did say something.
He said yawn. Yes, I agree. But yeah,
I'm yawning.
He did say something, man. Don't run.
I'm yawning. No, when I'm running from, when I'm telling the truth. Speaking of running, I'm so happy that you brought that up.
He ran from the battle.
He ran from the battle. I don't respect this guy. Get him out of here.
Get
this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here.
Yo,
get this guy out of here.
I'm gonna thank him though. I'm gonna thank J. Cole because if he hadn't run from that battle, I never would have called in the Sway in the Morning that day. Spoke my piece on him. Roll your eyes, Steve, if you want.
Hey,
I came to y'all cats with that clip and said, if I could hold court with them and make them laugh, we got something. We all got a different appeal. We got a different swag. We got a different opinion. We combine it all. We got a hit podcast. What are we doing? I thank J. Cole for that. If he didn't duck that battle, I wouldn't have had nothing to call in and talk about.
Yeah, it's true. I was walking the beach. JT Malone sent me the clip, was like, yo, we can do this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I remember.
I was
what he's saying is true.
Yeah,
yes, it is. But that dude is a runner. He's a track star. Get him out of here.
Man.
He's a sprinter. Get this sprinter cat out of here.
You saw how nasty it got.
Don't matter.
This dude's a world class.
You saw how nasty
he's a world class. He's a world class.
He's elite. He's supposed to be elite.
Yeah. See, this the thing is. Listen, regardless of anything, y'all, I respect Drake way more than this cat. Because this is the problem.
I'm gonna say the
Drake
same.
Ain't running. At least
he ran towards it. He ran
towards it. You don't do nothing like that. You don't do nothing like that.
How would you feel?
Get him out of here, dog.
How would you feel fourth quarter? You a 49ers fan. Fourth quarter. Jerry Rice out there. He need to catch a pass, and you're like, you know what? Deion locking me down. I'm just gonna go to the sideline.
I'm gonna sit out. You good in there? I got my hamstring. I
compared him to one of the greatest wide receivers of all time, if not the greatest, Steve. Come on.
Dude went to blows with Diddy for Kendrick.
Okay.
He fucks with Kendrick. He knew that it wasn't what it was. Kendrick said some shit. He responded, and then he probably talked to their people, and they let him know what was going to end up happening.
He talked to Schoolboy Q at his
and they let him know what was about to go down. And now all of a sudden you got Kendrick, say Drake, I hear you like him young. Dancing on the later in that year, he was dancing on the beginning of the year last year. You had the Super Bowl, rocking the Super Bowl. And that's all because J. Cole stepped out.
Nah, man.
Absolutely.
Listen,
if he needed to.
If that's the
That's
case,
all I gotta
Steve,
say. He has
I don't
both.
even respect. I don't respect him even more since you brought that up.
Because he could have been the
Wow.
one in the Super Bowl.
That's not
He
even.
could have been
That's
the one
not
in the
even.
Super Bowl. He
He
could have.
wouldn't
He
want
could.
to be the one on the Super Bowl.
But not the point. He if he's so good, he could have basically stepped on both their throats and told them neither one of y'all ain't shit. I'm that guy.
That's
and he
what I'm
chose not
saying.
to.
That's what I'm saying. Get him outta
KRS-One
here.
didn't duck no smoke, my guy.
Hell
He
no.
said that, man. He was friends with them both.
Guess what? Ain't supposed to be no friends. It's a blood sport.
Oh man.
When it comes to the battles,
straight
come
up,
on.
I still think hands down, and I put it on anything in the world. As far as rapping goes, J. Cole can rap better than Kendrick Lamar.
I hear
Kendrick
what you're
Lamar,
saying,
Kendrick
Steve.
Lamar is a phenomenal artist. His artistry is unfucking touched as far as how creative he is. But when we're talking bars, hip hop bars, it's not the same fucking thing.
I like Freddie Gibbs better personally than J.
Better
Cole.
than who?
J. Cole. I
Get
like
outta
Freddie
here,
Gibbs
man.
better than J. Cole.
Are you
Personally.
really? You gonna double down on that, Justin?
Yeah, I'm gonna triple down on that. I fucks with Freddie Gibbs, man.
I
Gary,
fuck with
Indiana.
too. He got a
Midwest
real smooth
finest.
flow, but he is not on the same level as J. Cole. Tell you, man, he's our era's GOAT.
I don't know.
No
I mean, he got more
He's
classics
our
than
era's
Cole.
who?
He's our era's GOAT.
No,
He ain't no GOAT.
No,
we
he's
don't got
not.
no runners. Yeah,
No.
he's
he's below Freddie Gibbs to me. Freddie Gibbs got like 5 classics in a row. J. Cole can't say the same.
dude sprint faster than a cheetah, dog. I'm out of here, man, with that mess. Man.
No,
Get him
man,
out
I'm
of here,
sorry,
dog.
Steve. I mean, I respect Cole.
This dude
Don't
outta
get me
here,
wrong.
dog.
Yeah, we'll find out
You
what
can't be
happens
running
on
out here.
February
No.
9th. I think it's February 9th.
Shout out to our boy Bones. Shout out to our
shout out
boy
to
Bones for
Bones.
a phenomenal album. That's
Bones
hip
Sickler.
hop.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he
And
really
that
stepped it
rolled
up, did
through
his thing.
swiftly. He killed that joint too.
He did, and it was what was it? What 15 track? What it was
I think 15, 16 tracks.
15, 16 tracks.
He said he got another one. He said he dropping soon.
Is coming.
Yeah,
Pause.
Yeah.
good for him, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
And
what I'm talking
don't
about.
step on the 2K floor either. They'll bust
Nah.
your ass in 2K.
Yeah. He was number 1
But-
player in the world.
Since
for
we're
a
talking about
minute.
hip hop and giving people their flowers or not, or
Yes. See, Steve
you know,
always
we
bring
gonna
up
definitely do that.
somebody I gotta say something about, man.
I'm sorry that you feel
And
that
I'm not,
way.
and that's the thing. That's what makes me mad, though. It's not you. It's when this gets clipped up, people gonna be like, "Oh, this nigga hate on everybody." No, I'm not allowed to have an opinion, and like everybody is.
Apparently not.
I guess not, right?
That
Yeah, man. You can't have an opinion. You got to say the same 3 people over and over again. Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas. And that's supposed to just be the conversation. Like, that's all people want to do. That's all people want to hear. It's like, no, man, it's more than out there to this art form
yeah.
than
It's
just
more
who the
out.
media
Yeah.
shoved down your throats for the past 25 years.
Shout
And
out
again,
to the GOAT LL Cool J too.
LL
I'm
Cool
tired
J's
of this,
nice.
man. He don't get no respect. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
he's
this.
nice.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get mad. I can feel myself.
He
You get no
is.
respect.
He
You
is one
don't.
of the greatest of all
I
time.
mean-
I have nothing bad
I
to say
mean,
about LL.
to trans to
It
every.
was a gift and a curse.
my goodness,
The
man.
cross appeal for him to be
Yeah.
able to appeal to the women too kind of tarnished his lyrical.
It didn't
You know what
tarnish
I mean?
nothing,
It
Steve.
did, because
He's the
niggas was
reason
hating.
why.
Dudes
He's
was
the
hating.
reason. No, he's the reason why these dudes is eating and making money to this day.
That's true.
He's the first dude to have a crossover record. I Need
Appeal.
Love.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
100%.
Come on, man. He's the guy who's crossing over with R&B people. Come on,
Never hear
man.
me say a bad
All
word
these
about one
artists,
of Queen's
all these
finest.
artists deserve the praise. For
Everybody
LL.
deserves their flower. We might have to just start a segment where we just pick an artist and give a motherfucker their flower.
I'm down for that.
This is ridiculous. This is
Because
kinda-
yeah, I mean,
No,
it's a
man.
lot of cats out there that deserve their flowers, and it's a lot of people, honestly, that I'm not gonna sit here and hold you. I thought they were garbage when I was a younger person, and now I've heard their stuff as an adult, and I'm like, okay, you may not have the best flow, but I fuck with what you're saying now that I'm an adult and I understand what the fuck you're talking about. Because again, everything ain't for every age group too. So there's that. Some people you grow to respect over time. Some people you just can't stand. I'm not gonna name no names, but it's a couple of cats out here who I thought was straight booty when I was a kid. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, you know what? I could fuck with this dude. Now he's not gonna be in my top 50 of playlist or top 50 all time. This person, but I can respect what they were doing and what they were talking about and where they came from.
Yo, you
Because
know who know my person is? I'm gonna say
that you can't stand.
No. That I
Oh.
couldn't stand. That I actually like now a lot. E40.
He's on my list. Yeah.
I was like, what is this dude talking about?
Yeah, he's on my
why
list.
do people like it? But then I started to hear his flow and the things that he was saying. I was like, yo, he was really spitting hard, man.
Yeah.
He just had his own style. He
had his own
and
lane.
the way his delivery, it was almost like he was talking to you, man. Like, and this is what I'm gonna do over there, yeah. And I mean, he would say something, you know what I mean? What's that joint?
He was really
got them snake and monkey and moving.
Yeah, that was fire. That's when I started listening. That's when I started paying attention.
He had it. He got it on that.
Him and T-Pain, and the bass was crazy.
That was crazy.
The bass was crazy.
I was out in Phoenix that summer when that song came out. What? We was out there going crazy. It was like, you from the East Coast dancing hyphy like this? What y'all know about that? It's like, this shit rocking everywhere. What you talking about?
T-Pain, man, he got dragged, bro.
T-Pain.
His
listen, I think it's T-Pain.
Hip hop is underrated. A lot of people just abused his creativity and then didn't give him the flowers that he deserved.
I think he's starting to get him now, though, Steve, because T-Pain is so different. I think he's hated on because people can't beat him.
That's it.
There's nobody that can beat T-Pain, man. There's nothing. Teddy Pain, come on, man.
Yeah, he had the chorus game on lock for 5 years?
It's flow. I mean, everything that he does, but there's nobody that can actually mimic and duplicate what he does. There's nothing like it. It's almost like, wow, like the great Roger Troutman, Zapp and Roger. You know, I want to be your man. Come on, man. There's nothing you can do with somebody like that.
Yo, the way he would, it's the sound of the police in my hood. Yo, he did so much amazing hooks. And he would just write stuff up for people and make things work. He did
DJ Khaled should give T-Pain a check every month.
Absolutely.
I don't even think they talk no more.
He should give him a check every month for what he did to his career.
Yeah, because Khaled, that was what got Khaled popping. I didn't know too much about Khaled until T-Pain started messing with him heavy.
T-Pain and Ace Hood.
Because I remember Khaled was called the Arab Attack, and he had to change his name after 9/11. So that's a true statement.
Oh.
And did you know that DJ Khaled is Palestinian? Fun fact.
You don't talk about that. You know, he's for everybody.
Don't talk about it.
You don't talk about it.
You don't talk about it. He's Palestinian.
Didn't know that.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That's why he changed his name. Word. The Arab Attack. That was his DJ name. He was fully embracing. And then 9/11 happened. He changed it, and now he don't even talk about where he's from.
Shout out to you, DJ Khaled, over there in Miami. You know, getting in. You know.
Yep, 305.
You need to give T-Pain a residual check every month for what he has done for your career, brother.
Him and everybody else that he blessed.
Him and who's the other dude that gets no love and he was nice too? Same old shit, just a different day. Out here trying to get it each and every day. What's his name? No. Times is mama need a house. Baby needs some shoes. Times is getting rough. Guess what? Ace motherfucking Hood.
Ace Hood. Ace Hood. Yeah, it's Ace Hood.
Ace Hood.
Ace Hood and T-Pain are the ones that got this man for real.
Made Khaled pop.
Ace Hood and
Ace Hood might go down as one of the most aggressive rappers.
Yes.
Of all time. His aggression on the mic was like, he was from that, wherever he was talking about. He had that.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ace Hood, no joke.
Yeah, he was nice. Now you don't hear from him unless he do an interview, which again, so fucking shameful. Like, shameful with a lot of these cats. There's no reason Ace Hood should not be still putting out hit records at this point.
Yeah, hits. Come on,
You know what
man.
it is that our genre, our culture, hip hop, it dissolves old artists.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they
Like
don't want. They
it's
want
it's
young talent.
constantly, yeah, it's constantly evolving, right? And that all came back to what we were talking about when you know what I mean, that one clip that went nuts. Um, it's like, yo, it's not our time. It's not our time. We cannot appreciate it like other kids could, 21-year-olds, 18-year-olds. It's just not our time anymore. And I feel like dudes unfortunately get aged out. But what Nas is trying to tell people is that you should we should support the old artists. If they come out with
Yo,
something, we should put that energy up.
the best MCs is the old MCs because they got life experience.
That and they actually rhyme.
Yes,
Thank you, Steve. Thank you,
yes.
Steve.
They have
Steve,
they have a
thank
message in their
you.
songs.
Yeah,
They
they
actually
actually rhyme.
rhyme.
They actually put the words together to make you
Yes.
think like, wow, how did he put that together? You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
let
Like,
me let me say this about that. You know, hip hop is trash now. Like it's not our culture that we talked about. You asked me the question for. It's the reason why I said it. Everybody, listen. Steve hit the nail on the head. It's not that I don't want it to evolve. It's not that I don't want it to evolve. I just want you to rhyme.
Yeah,
That's all I want you to do. Rhyme.
yeah. I mean,
Rhyme. Again, we talked about last week about the education level. Y'all can't read. That is the
mhm,
problem.
yeah.
Your comprehension skills are low.
And you go
You
back
can't.
to the early days of hip hop. The majority of your favorite rap groups or your favorite rappers, they were meeting in school. Outcast met in
They're,
school, people.
they're
locks.
geniuses.
They
They're
were getting their
geniuses.
education. Mobb Deep met in school.
Ooh,
Tribe Called Quest, the Jungle Brothers, Native Tongue, they met in school.
De La,
De La,
Hip
they all
hip
met in school.
Wu Tang,
hip
like
hop
all these guys.
hip hop and rappers used to actually have to be smart,
Yes,
had some type of education, could
yes.
read something.
You had to
You,
have a
you, you
message.
and I'm just being honest with you. The hip hop now, or whatever you want to call that right now, these people are not the brightest apples on the tree.
No, crack babies and shit like that.
That's
Maybe
it.
not
And
even
they just
crack babies. Yeah, they'd be crack
mumbling
babies.
and saying
Yeah,
anything,
they'd be
y'all.
crack babies.
Mumbling and saying anything, and then people bobbing around like it's hot. That ain't hot.
All because all people want is a vibe now. They don't want the lyrics. They just
A
want a vibe.
vibe is trash.
I agree. It's a drugged
It's
out
trash.
vibe.
A vibe. You got these monotone, drugged out beats. Dum.
Yeah.
You can't even dance to it. Get this crap out of here, man.
Everybody all
And then
depressed and shit.
hold on. So Steve, that's evolution. Talk about the ain't on time. That's evolving.
Hey,
No, come on, man.
It's
That's
reality
regressing
of
into drugs. Get him
Well,
out of here, man.
hold on.
What time is-
Remember, Mos Def, he had the song on his, was it Black on Both Sides album, where it was about hip hop. In the intro, he was saying, wherever people always ask me where hip hop gonna be in 20 years. He goes, if we righteous, hip hop righteous. If hip hop, and I'm paraphrasing people, please don't fucking Mos Def didn't say that. He said this verbatim. Fuck you.
Notice what they know. Notice what
Yeah.
they notice, and they can't even
Yes.
read nothing. They can't
But-
comprehend nothing, but they'll
but-
know that.
Yes, but he said if everybody's drugged out, hip hop's gonna be drugged out. He said this in 98, 99. And here we are, 20, 30 years later, everybody's drugged out.
You know what it is.
Your favorite rap, most of these
Yes.
kids' favorite rapper is a dope fiend.
Young bloods can't spell, but they can school you in PlayStation. That's what he
Yes.
said back then.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it like this,
Much
y'all.
love, Yasim.
Yes.
You already know. Yasim
Think about it
Bey.
like this, y'all. I feel whenever I'm listening to anything from what you call the culture of the new hip hop or whatever you want to call this music, hybrid hop, I don't know what you want to call it. I feel like we're watching Brown Sugar and the Rapid Dalmatians, Ren and Tenor there.
Shouts out to Mos Def. He was in that.
Most
joint.
Def again.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in
Yeah.
Rapping Down
With the
Blues.
Ren and Tenor there, and they would the oh is mine. She's first in line. Like, yo, come on. It feels like I'm every single time I'm listening to stuff. All I can think of is Ren and 10, the hip hop Dalmatians. from
Remember?
Brown Sugar the movie. If you don't know that movie,
Yeah.
watch it. Watch Brown Sugar the movie.
And
Tay
remember,
Diggs, shout out.
what was that movie? The last movie Bernie
Sinaloa.
Mac did with Samuel Jackson, and they had the group and they got back together. And he had Affion Crockett. He had the rap group, and he was like, "Our name is Lester, the court jester." He was rapping all crazy. They just out of nowhere is the gunshot, same shit. Ren and 10, Lester, the court jester. That's where we at right now.
Court jester.
That's where we at in hip hop.
Hilarious, man. Affion Crockett is one of the ones, man.
Yeah, he was. His show should have got renewed. I thought that shit was hilarious back in the day.
Yeah, for real.
But we had an hour and 10 minutes, folks.
Oh yeah, we gotta go, y'all. We out.
We got
We
wrap.
out, y'all.
That being said, appreciate
Remember,
y'all
like,
tuning in.
subscribe,
Yeah,
engage.
appreciate y'all tuning in. To everybody has a mic. Please like, please subscribe, please engage, and let everybody know that we around, yo. Consistency is everything. Consistency
That's
is
right.
Staying consistent. We're trying to get to 100 episodes. I'm gonna say it until we get to 100.
That's
Mr.
crazy.
Byron Allen was good.
Yeah.
I need 3 a.m. slots on Wednesdays. I'm down.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I'll sell McDonald's for you, sir. What you need? Like, I'll eat a Big Mac right now.
Oh,
What's
my
good?
God. Yo, please be safe until the next time, y'all.